Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking ahead to game week 12 and specifically at them captaincy options. It's an interesting week because we've got the Manchester derby coming up and people like to sort of steer clear of players with big fixtures, the likes of Fernandes, the likes of De Bruyne. People will most likely steer clear of them this weekend, although it's unlikely that that game will end 0-0, and if either team does score, you can expect either of those players to be at the sort of forefront of their team scoring. However, I'm going to be steering clear of those guys in this video, but not too bad of a captaincy option, either one, but I think there are better. If you are new around here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, obviously, if you enjoy the video, and let's just get straight into it. So the first player we're looking at, and it's going to be the main man that everyone's captaining this weekend, if you own him. Obviously, if you don't, I'm seeing a lot of people taking minuses, big minus hits, just so they can get this man, the almighty Mo Salah, in for this weekend. Playing against Fulham away, and yes, it's not at his beloved Anfield. His form at Anfield is unbelievable, but it's still, you know, Mohamed Salah, Liverpool against Fulham. I mean, what's not to like? A lot of people I've been seeing saying, you know, Fulham's form, they're playing better. Scott Parker's got them more defensively well drilled and so on and so on. And I mean, they do look better. Only conceded 2 goals against Manchester City. But on the flip side to that, they could, like, De Bruyne could have easily had a hat-trick or even a quadrati. Sterling could have had a hat-trick in the first, 15 minutes. Jesus could have had a brace. How Mahrez didn't get an attacking return, I do not know. That game could have easily been 5-6, 7-0. But it was more the fact that Man City didn't take their chances than Fulham defended well. And I think Liverpool are really going to take it to Fulham, play on the front foot. And I think the way that Fulham play at home as well, they play the ball out a bit more because they're at home. They feel like they need to. That's really going to suit Liverpool because they love counter-attacking. Although I still think they'll be mostly on the ball. I think Mohamed Salah does look like a great pick and will be the main man that everyone is going for this week. Now we move on to the next option. And sort of apart from Salah, I feel like most of the other options are reasonably differential. I mean, saying Son as a differential when he's sort of one of the most highly owned players. But in terms of captaincy, not that many people actually like to captain Son. What I will say is that being a Palace fan myself, whenever this fixture rolls around, I'm always telling people, get Son in it. Son loves playing against. I think he scored his first ever Premier League goal against Palace. I'm not actually 100% sure of that, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, just being a Palace fan, the amount of times this guy has scored goals against us is absolutely ridiculous. His record against us is very, very good. And the way Spurs are looking, the form they're on, the Kane x Son, I think that Son looks very good. Obviously, you could go for Kane as well, but I just think with the extra point that Son gets to the goal, with the clean sheet point that they're likely to get in this game as well, Son out of the two, for me, will be the man to go for this weekend. Next, we move on to Jamie Vardy and his last-minute goal against Sheffield at the weekend. That would have made many FPL managers very happy, to be sure. Get a yellow card in the end for kicking the corner flag. I mean, what a funny lad. But I mean, the other day he scored. He's got 2 returns in the last 2. Yes, been an assist and a goal. A lot of people would have been expecting more. 8 points in the last game, not too bad. And although his form is a little bit more lacking at home than it is away from home, Brighton are also a side who've given away the most penalties this season so far, and also Leicester have won the most penalties. So sort of those two things combined, Jamie Vardy, obviously being the penalty taker, could easily go and nab a goal, and you're sort of expecting maybe a 9-pointer then from Jamie Vardy. He could even go and grab a brace. I mean, a lot of people I think will be shipping out Vardy to try and get the likes of Salah in. I don't mind that as a move, but I do think Jamie Vardy can definitely do something in this game, and not a bad little captaincy option. And next we have Aubameyang versus Burnley. Arsenal playing against Burnley, and I mean, oh dear. I mean, Arsenal do just. I'm trying to keep a straight face while doing this, but Arsenal do just look a bit shoddy at the moment, don't they? I mean, if you still own Aubameyang, which I very, very much doubt that you do with the form that he's been on, the price that he's dropping, you know, captain him at your own peril and pain. Arsenal don't look that great at the minute, but Aubameyang for this week is actually second sort of predicted best captaincy. I mean, against a Burnley side, he'll probably make it a really tough game. I probably don't think so, but I guess because of the fixture, I guess I have to put Aubameyang in here. But personally, I don't think he's going to do that great. But it's just one, if you've got him, then you probably won't have the likes of Salah or someone else. So maybe go for the captain on him. But, you know, at your own peril. And then the final option is a proper differential. Obviously, this is sort of COVID depending whether the game actually goes ahead and whether he does play. my assumption is that the game goes ahead and he is playing. So therefore, if that happens, then I think Callum Wilson looks like a great captaincy pick. West Brom, they have the worst defence so far this season, conceding in their last game 5 against Crystal Palace, who are sort of known to struggle to score goals. So to concede 5 against them, it does not bode well for West Brom at all. Yes, they were down to 10 men, but even so, that's when you lock up the defence and become solid. But no, they conceded 5. So if this game does go ahead, I can see Callum Wilson bagging some goals. The only worry for that, obviously, is that if we don't get any confirmation that the game is going ahead, we should get confirmation that the game is going ahead. We just don't know which players have picked up COVID. So Callum Wilson is one of them. Maybe steer clear, but if we kind of get confirmation that he's playing, and that the team is playing and that he's playing, then I think definitely one to consider for the captaincy armband for this weekend. Hope you have enjoyed this quick look at captaincies for game week 12. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I've got Mo Salah myself, so it's a pretty easy captaincy. This is mainly for people who don't have him, because if you've got Mo Salah, I think it's pretty silly, honestly, to captain anyone else. So let me know in the comments down below who you're thinking of captaining. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here,